Good afternoon and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day number 203, part 2. Use the Sefer Hachinuch mitzvah that keeps your soul on its way. Continuing with the prohibition, the ervah of a woman and her daughter. Now you should know, when you learn these mitzvahs every day, even a little bit, a little bite-sized piece, you're learning a lot. Just pay attention, listen, I'm talking for myself too. I'm learning a lot over here. All right, here we go. The preceding is the definition of the mitzvah under biblical law, but in practice the law is more stringent. Again, that was if you violate the mitzvah by marrying a woman and then having relations with her daughter, it has to only be within marriage. That's what he just said. But in practice, the law is more stringent. Okay. However, the sages erected a fence, instituted a safeguard, and stated in Yevamos that if a person cohabited sinfully with a woman, he is forbidden to marry her daughter, as well as all the rest of her 7 close female relatives, as long as the woman with whom he sinned is alive. Okay? The reason why the sages prohibited marrying any of her relatives is because the woman with whom he sinned will most likely come to visit her close relatives. And since he is on familiar terms with her because of their previous relationship, there is concern that he may come to sin with her again and thus violate an ervah prohibition. Let's see if there's any footnotes. Okay, fine. Moving along. This prohibition applies in every location and at all times. If one transgresses this prohibition and cohabits with a woman and her daughter, or with a woman and her mother, both of them are put to death by srefa, burning. And again, burning is pouring down a very hot liquid into the throat. Oy, we shouldn't know such things. Not burning the body, though. That is the man and the woman with whom he cohabited last, i.e. the one he cohabited with after marrying the other. But the first woman, i.e. the one he first married, is not put to death. Okay, so just the man and the second person he slept with. For the first one is without sin, since the man married her permissibly. The preceding applies if he cohabits with his wife's daughter or mother while his wife is still alive. After his wife's death, a different law applies. But if he cohabits with the second woman after the death of his wife, who was the first woman, the man and the second woman incur chorus, excision, but they are not subject to execution by Beis Din, by the court. This is because it is stated elsewhere, namely in Parshas Kedoshim, regarding the punishment for cohabiting with one's mother-in-law. A man who shall take a woman and her mother, it is a depravity. They shall burn him and as hen in fire. Now the meaning of the word as hen is them. Accordingly, the verse seems to imply that the man, him, and both the mother and daughter, them, are put to death. This, however, cannot be the intention of the verse, as the first woman who married legally is blameless. Therefore, Rabbi Eliezer in Tractate Sanhedrin explained that the phrase, they shall burn him and as hen in fire, means they shall burn him and one of them in fire, which means the last one, the woman with whom he cohabited after marrying the other, as we stated above. Okay, we'll have to continue this mitzvah in the home stretch tomorrow. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Future Mitzvah 36-100 for the gold. Have a wonderful day.